This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Tonight on The South Today, the Parliamentary Health Select Committee hears about third world conditions at Dunedin Hospital. Invercargill City Council launches a new website for ratepayers. And dairy farmers' frustration grows waiting for test results. Kia ora, good evening, I'm Melissa Barton. A Parliamentary Health Select Committee is hearing submissions on the future of Southern healthcare. Dunedin North Member of Parliament Dr David Clark spoke to the committee yesterday, telling them of the third world conditions at the City Hospital.
The fight to upgrade Dunedin's public hospital returned to Wellington yesterday. Dunedin North Member of Parliament David Clark presented his case to the Parliamentary Health Select Committee.
When it rains, surgery gets cancelled at Dunedin Hospital. Shockingly, and I'm not sure this has been made public, on the first floor of the building there is now spouting, internal spouting in some rooms in the hospital on the first floor because rain is coming in, going through from the 8th floor down through the walls and coming out on the first floor of the building. That is the situation we're in.
Dr Clark asked the committee to ask the Minister of Health to announce a start date for construction to begin. David Clark also told the Select Committee that workers wanting to access patient records have to wear a hazmat suit in order to do so.
Currently, when people want to access their medical records, somebody has to put a hazmat suit on to go and collect them. A hazmat suit in a modern hospital. This is not a first world facility anymore. The asbestos is so rife through the building that people have to put on hazmat suits. There are areas of the hospital that are cordoned off where neither staff nor patients can visit.
Last month, the indicative business case for the redevelopment of Dunedin Public Hospital was released to the Ministry of Health, but no one else. The South Today understands many requests have been made for the business case to be released under the Official Information Act. Daryl Baser, The South Today.
The Rural Health Alliance Aotearoa in New Zealand is educating rural health practitioners about suicide prevention. Last year, the Rural Health Alliance hosted 50 workshops across regional communities, advising them how to talk directly about suicide with people they love and care for. Between April and June this year, the organisation ran 11 Safe Hands, Safe Plans workshops, and Rural Health says 250 people participated, including 127 nurses and 16 doctors across the nationwide. The Invercargill City Council has launched a new website for ratepayers to have their say in the city's long-term plan. The site, Imagine Invercargill, is a place where anyone can discuss ways to add vibrancy to the city. Sharon Rees reports.
If Invercargill residents want smarter parking meters or a roof over their head when they shop on Esk Street, they now have a chance to voice their ideas. The Invercargill City Council has launched its new Imagine Invercargill website for anyone to have their say on how to enhance the city.
The major drive behind it is that we're drafting our long-term plan. So every 3 years, Council creates a 10-year plan for the future of the city. And we really wanted to engage people that previously hadn't.
Goebel says the website was proving popular after just a week of being live, with a range of ideas already listed on the site.
So there's been a whole mixture from things such as new parking meters, improving the pool, to things such as more trees around the city, a more vibrant nightlife, covering an Esk Street, and even like street murals.
And it wasn't hard to find Invercargill residents with ideas about what the city needs.
I think some things that could be improved are definitely areas around like the CBD where we've got a lot of empty shops, and some of the old buildings could do with a bit of a facelift.
What I would really love to see is Esk Street in particular being a non-smoking area. I hate seeing people walk up and down and just throw their trashy cigarette butts out.
More rubbish bins around town. Because quite often you'll pick up someone's rubbish that they've left behind and have to walk for a block before you find another rubbish bin.
I'd like to see a mall or a covered area along Esk Street with no parking, So perhaps more shops.
The ideas on imagineinvercargill.nz won't be considered unless they're added to the website, which will be active until the end of September, when they'll be put before council and voted on. I'm Sharon Rees for The South Today.
A number of innovations to provide affordable housing in Queenstown are being considered by the newly formed Queenstown Lakes District Council Housing Task Force. A first for Queenstown would be an affordable ownership model of trust-held land being leased to homeowners for a nominal rent. In this model, the home housing unit is bought and sold into a controlled market where the increase in value is limited. Such options have been trialled and tested in similar resort towns in Canada. Another model being explored with a third party is a non-blank lending arrangements through investors where households are able to purchase property with lower deposits and then share in any market increase after a set period of time. The task force will also work with the government on identifying areas in the district eligible for rental subsidies and assistance. Dairy farmers are getting frustrated as they await test results from a recent outbreak of disease in dairy cattle. Farmers attended a meeting in North Otago yesterday hoping to learn more. Rudy Adrian reports.
About 140 people attended yesterday's public meeting at Papakayo, north of Oamaru, filling the hall to capacity. The bacterial disease, Mycoplasma bovis, has been confirmed on 2 of Van Leeuwen Dairy Group's Waimate properties. The disease is common overseas and is not harmful to humans, but can create health issues for stock. Some farmers off camera expressed frustration about the delays in waiting for results from cattle being tested for the disease. No timeline has been able to be given for the results. Hoping to learn more about the outbreak, the meeting heard about steps being taken by research staff.
We pulled out some clinicals, some subclinicals. We again sent away 5 cultures from a mix of subclinicals and clinicals, and from those cultures we got 2 Staph aureus and 3 no cultures.
The Ministry for Primary Industries has admitted that with only 1 testing laboratory available, it will take quite some time for the test results to come back. Rudy Adrian, The South Today.
Still to come on The South Today, Green Party co-leader Maturia Turai meets WINZ staff about her benefit history. The sale of 10,000 toy ambulances puts a real ambulance on the road, and we look at the ODT Class Act Awards held this afternoon.
For all your news from the southern regions as it happens, go to our Facebook page. The South Today, connecting you with your community thanks to New Zealand On Air.
Hi, welcome back to Alex Campbell Menswear. Check out our fantastic knitwear selection. 25% off. Possum, merino possum, pure wools, wool mixes. Some of them are even New Zealand made. 25% off.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
Grandad loved his family and surfing, in that order. He taught me to surf, and we spent a lot of time in the water together over the years. When he died, I strapped the camera to the nose of his old board and filmed the paddle out at St. Clair. Gillian's played the video on the big screen at his funeral. Grandad would have loved having everyone come out one last surf for them.
Gillian's Funeral Services, helping families celebrate the lives of their loved ones for generations. Gillians.co.nz.
Hi, I'm Dennis Charlotte, and road racing motorcycles is my lifetime passion. It's a massive adrenaline rush, but the high-speed crashes have been tough on the body over the years. I almost feel as old as my mate Ian.
Sportsval, supporting tendons, ligaments and cartilage. And Energy Plus helps replace the energy that everyday living takes away.
Now I feel more alive and have more sustained energy to really enjoy my racing.
Buy 2 packs of Sportsval and get 2 packs of Energy Plus absolutely free. So call now, 0800 502 402.
From rare to the recent, visit the legendary Hard to Find for your quality second-hand books. With the largest stock in New Zealand and a friendly book-loving atmosphere. For good prices, buying or selling, come visit 20 Dowling Street.
Garrador Dunedin, delivering quality stylish garage doors in Dunedin for over 15 years. New doors, replacement doors, repairs and maintenance are all part of Garrador's quality service. Garrador Dunedin offers a full range of modern quality doors to suit any home. come visit the team at 553 Kaikoura Valley Road. Visit www.garador.co.nz or call us on 488 5676.
We're a 25 Moray Place at Dog with Tails Cafe and Bar. So we take coffee very seriously. We do what's called contract roasting, so we're creating our own roasting profile and then doing our own blends. We're really focused on the craft of what we're doing. You know, we're going back, instead of going on mass-produced sort of cheap things, we're taking the time to really craft what we're making. Make it so anyone can come here and have a feed and be able to get something they're able to eat or that they want to eat as well. You're kind of getting a taste of cafes from all around the world when you come here.
Jimmy's Pies and Dog with Two Tails Cafe proudly brings you highlights of the Dunedin Midwinter Carnival, featuring the Octagon Lantern Parade, this Sunday, 5 p.m.
Welcome back. Dunedin-based Green Party co-leader Maturia Turai met a welfare investigator today and discussed her actions while on the benefit 20 years ago. Turai revealed last month she misled work and income while on the domestic purposes benefit in the 1990s to prevent her payments from being reduced or cut off. She says the situation occurred in 3 different flats and came after she realised she would not otherwise have enough money to live, study and keep her baby well. Turai has promised to cooperate with the Ministry of Social Development and pay back any money owed, though she does not know how much it could be. A national campaign last year which saw 10,000 toy ambulances sold has helped put a real ambulance on New Zealand roads. The new ambulance was gifted to Dunedin St John members and dedicated in the Octagon this afternoon. It was unwrapped in front of a crowd of onlookers and blessed by St John chaplain Reverend David Brown.
Watch over all who travel in it, the sick, the injured, and those who minister to them. May the dying be comforted, the sick recover health and strength, and give thanks for the care they have received.
The newest member of the St John ambulance fleet was gifted by ASB Bank, which sold over 10,000 toy ambulances as part of a campaign at the end of last year. It is complete with the latest ambulance technology, including an automated power load striker stretcher to help reduce lifting injuries for St John ambulance officers. It also comes equipped with a new 180-degree LED emergency lights for greater safety. The new ambulance will hit the region's roads on August the 4th. The Otago Daily Times Class Act Awards were held at the Dunedin Public Art Gallery this afternoon. Recipients all receive a University of Otago scholarship with a minimum value of $6,000. Roselle LeBone reports.
The leaders of tomorrow from around Otago gathered today at the Dunedin Art Gallery for the Class Act Awards.
You have an education and a set of Kiwi characteristics that make you employable anywhere in the world. And of course, for yourselves as achievers of excellence in many different ways, it is especially the case.
Each student receives the minimum of a $6,000 scholarship to attend the University of Otago, with the Ducks of secondary schools receiving a minimum of $9,000. The Otago Daily Times has been sponsoring the awards since 2000, with schools in the newspaper's primary circulation area each selecting 1 or 2 outstanding pupils.
Just today I met a number of people, young people, who are running businesses you haven't heard of here in Dunedin, employing 15, 20, 40 people on producing all sorts of technology and games and so on. Opportunities that just weren't there 30 years ago, 35 years ago.
The 57 recipients representing 29 schools were nominated by their respective schools based on their achievements. The awards recognise both academic excellence and potential for success in adulthood. Roselle LeBone, The South Today.
After the break on The South Today, broadcaster Jason Gunn was treated by a Queenstown vet while airborne. The musical acts at Gibston's summer concert are revealed. And Dunedin Salvation Army's food bank needs donations.
Channel 39 brings you a series of 45-minute documentaries looking at the future and the past. Wednesday nights at 7:30, repeating Friday nights at 8:30, only on Channel 39.
Bring some more joy into your world by adopting one of our adult animals at SPCA Otago. Call now on 473 8252. Please adopt a pet now, they will love you forever.
Autumn is here. Too late to sow grass seed, but never fear, Ready Lawn is here. Ready Lawn, your perfect all year round solution. Call Ready Lawn today.
The University of Otago, an institute of world-class education and the social epicentre of the city, with outfits needed for more formal functions like the ball and for less formal functions like
the zoo. Are you sure?
Yeah, trust me.
Yeah, Dad, you'll definitely see me. I'm the one in the yellow and blue face paint and the onesie in the zoo.
Hi, I'm Dennis Charlotte, and road racing motorcycles is my lifetime passion. It's a massive adrenaline rush, but the high-speed crashes have been tough on the body over the years. I almost feel as old as my mate Ian.
Sportsval, supporting tendons, ligaments and cartilage. And Energy Plus helps replace the energy that everyday living takes away.
Now I feel more alive and have more sustained energy to really enjoy my racing.
Buy 2 packs of Sportsval and get 2 packs of Energy Plus absolutely free. So call now, 0800 502 402.
Hi, welcome back to Alex Campbell Menswear. Check out our fantastic knitwear selection. 25% off. Possum, merino possum. Pure wools, wool mixes. Some of them are even New Zealand made. 25% off.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
Active Furnishers Limited, home of quality service with superior product and an in-house design team who are always happy to advise and create an imaginative solution for you. Active Furnishers Limited, part of Dunedin's design history.
When it's time to say goodbye to your pet, Heaven Sent Pet Cremations are here to help you through this difficult experience. Call Heaven Sent Pet Cremations today for their care and guidance. Phone 489 2274.
This week's documentary is Call Me Altman. How Nazi war criminal Klaus Barbie lived a life of freedom in South America before being caught and imprisoned. Wednesday 7:30, Friday 8:30.
Welcome back. Broadcaster Jason Gunn was treated by a Queenstown vet on an aircraft flying over central Otago during a mid-air medical scare. Gunn was about 10 minutes into a flight from Queenstown to Christchurch last month when he got into difficulty, passing out after overdosing on medication. Vet Nari Dixon stepped in when an Air New Zealand flight attendant asked for help. Dixon says Gunn revived around about 5 minutes before the aircraft landed. She said it was unusual treating a human and said he didn't scratch her like some of her patients have. The musical performers for next year's Gippsland Summer Concert have just been unveiled. Gippsland Valley Winery is located in one of New Zealand's best-known wine-producing areas. On January the 20th, a huge crowd, as well as these grapes on the vine, will be treated to a concert which includes US rocker George Thorogood, Alanis Morissette, plus Colin Hay, the former lead singer from Men at Work. The Dunedin Salvation Army says they are running low on donations for their food bank. The organisation says over this winter demand for the food has grown, but donations are decreasing. The Salvation Army has spent up to $1,000 a week buying enough food to help feed the people who are struggling in Dunedin.
Baked beans, spaghetti, things like milk powder, soap. So, you know, we have to sometimes, you know, spend a bit of money. We're probably spending at the moment maybe, you know, $350, $400 a week.
The Army has received a donation from 9 banks across the country, including Dunedin, Colgate-Palmolive, and also donated $10,000 to help homeless families as well as vulnerable mothers and their children. And now Recapping tonight's top stories on the South Today. Dunedin North Member of Parliament Dr David Clark spoke to the committee yesterday telling them of the third world conditions at the city's hospital. The Invercargill City Council has launched a new website for ratepayers to have their say in the city's long-term plan called Imagine Invercargill. And frustrated Otago dairy farmers attended a meeting yesterday as they await test results from a recent outbreak in disease in dairy cattle. And now a look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT. Welcome, Phil Somerville.
Yes, hi. Big thing for the newspaper today, it's been going for about 10 years, is the Class Act, where outstanding pupils from schools around Otago and also from Gore meet the Prime Minister and present it with certificates with their achievement. It was Bill English's first time. We started off with Helen Clark. She was fantastic at it. John Key brought his style over several years, and now today was Bill English, and it of course went very well. So look out for the big picture of all those outstanding pupils and some pictures of parents and mingling and so on. While we're talking about Bill English and the hospital story, he's told our health reporter Eileen Goodwin that the hospital is not in crisis, despite these stories we're hearing about various problems. And he's also saying that the hospital has to keep making its efforts to reduce its deficit. So that's quite a significant story. Over to the opinion page. Chris Trotter always makes interesting reading. And he talks about the rise of Jacinda Ardern. And his angle on it is that it's not an accident. And interesting thoughts in the column about how people come to power. And interesting thought that if you're too ambitious and apparently appear too ambitious, you won't succeed, because everyone else who wants to rise to the top will immediately be your enemy. So it's sort of a bit of like Game of Thrones type stuff. So
Makes for interesting reading.
It does, yes, and he's always quite provocative. The Wanaka tourism, each year there's been a study. I wonder what our viewers think tourism to Wanaka is worth each year. $500 million apparently. So
really?
it's a big deal. The hotel hearing carries on. Again, big numbers on how much it will bring to the city as far in construction costs and then in annual returns. And the university, an odd story I noticed on the list, internet use down there over the last year is apparently up tenfold. And it's not all students going bananas, it's a lot of researchers now, and a lot of the work they do involves a lot more data and a lot more internet stuff. So there we go.
So it's not all students on Facebook?
No, not all students on Facebook or looking at other stuff. I thought I might finally mention the editorial. We don't often do that. It's about, ask the question, is Super Rugby still super? The Highlanders have done well with their crowds, but around the country and around Australia and South Africa until the final, the crowds have been pretty poor. In that last semi-final in Christchurch, they were really down. So we tossed that issue around.
Nice pun. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for that. And now time for a look at tomorrow's weather.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Silberhorn Sportsfell.
Starting with today's southern view taken of the Dunedin railway station. Looking at the situation, milder air is on the way from the Tasman Sea to the South Island for the weekend. Next week sees fronts, so expect some rain in the west but dry weather further east. To the southern outlook, Balclutha, Lumsden and Gore, some light northerlies fine and 8. Catlin, some light northeasterlies, some cloud and 8. To the central outlook, Queenstown and Wanaka, light winds fine and 8 degrees for both of you. Alexandra, light winds fine and 10 degrees. And Tiana, light northerlies fine and 9 degrees. To the northern outlook, it's all cloudy up north. Oamaru, Timaru, Amarama and Twizel can all expect light winds fine and 8 degrees. Here in Dunedin tonight, fine with an overnight low of 5 degrees. Tomorrow and Saturday are both mostly fine and sunny with moderate cool northeasterly winds, 8 and 4. And in Invercargill tonight, fine with an overnight low of -2. Tomorrow fine and sunny with light northerly winds, 9 and -1, and mild and northerlies freshening on Saturday with high cloud increasing 13 and 5. That's our news for this Thursday. For the latest news from the southern region, you can follow us on YouTube, Facebook and at channel39.co.nz. From the South Today team, good night.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.